I did my very first one, trust me, I was petrified. I was like, this is 3 weeks of work, and when we laid it down and I drove over it, and the first time I heard as I was popping it, I was like, oh. It was a leftover roll of bubble wrap in my studio after my first solo exhibition in New York in 2009. And that's when I had that aha moment where I was sitting there and I was looking at this roll of bubble wrap and I said, oh, and it just hit me. The idea to inject them came kind of unwittingly from the fact that I live with multiple sclerosis, and for over a decade, doctors have told me, they wanted me to inject myself in my thighs with disease-modifying medications. So I guess the idea of syringes were floating in the back of my mind, and I started saying, wait a minute, oh, I should be injecting these things. I have to start by loading the thousands of syringes, up to 115 different colors. And then I go through the next step, which is sitting literally in front of a massive swath of bubble wrap and injecting one bubble at a time until I reach the end. And when I reach the end, I have a giant sheet of paint that's actually overflowed out of the injection bubbles that I peel off the back. So while I'm making an injection, a painting, I'm making it contemporaneously a derivative piece that I call the impression. Second I thought about injecting them though, I also thought about popping them. Now, I never had the courage or the appetite to explore this part of my art until just recently. I said, I'm going to incorporate my accident into my work. So now, when the painting is done, I've been laying them down on the ground while the paint is still wet inside the bubble, covering them in canvas and driving over them in my mobility scooter. It's scary, you're putting that much energy of yourself into something. To pop it and not know what was going to happen was a little daunting. It's a new language because I don't know what's going underneath me, and I'm trying to create something new each time, knowing that I really don't know what's going on underneath my feet or my wheels in this case. This is just, once again, a new thing to add to my story. And opposed to feeling limited, I found a way to incorporate it into my life.